Welcome back. This is Engage with me, Anju Angeshi. This wonderful Thursday morning, we're discussing addiction. And in studio with me, we have joining us now, Hatib Mohammed, TV47's Mombasa correspondent. And then we also have Rose Ngatiari, my immediate right, who's a counseling psychologist, Karibu Tena. And then we also have Waweru Muthumbi, a recovering addict, who, before we went for the break, was telling us about the kind of cocktails he used to mix in the last 3.5 not the last 3.5, way
14
before,
years.
14 years, that got him addicted. I'd like you to tell us, Rose, how does it start?
Well, it is interesting because it starts as an experiment. You experiment. If you think you like it, it goes to occasional use. And then occasional use may be weekends with friends. After that, it becomes regular use. Every week, Friday, you are looking forward. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then Monday also joins in. You start missing
Before
school.
you know it, it's every day.
Start missing work. So it becomes risky use. In risky use, you miss work, school, you have problems with your parents because you can see something not going on well.
Grades are dropping.
And then you also get accidents into fights. Although it is risky use. And if you are driving, you get into accidents. After that, it becomes, you get dependency. You can't do without. When the dependency sets in, your mind, your life defaults on the substance use. You get a shilling, you run. You don't get one, you pinch your mother's bag.
From her wallet.
Yeah. From there, now addiction sets in.
For you, Waweru, at what point did you realize you have an addiction, or is it someone who pointed it out to you, then got you help? How did it happen?
For me, it's interesting because I'd say actually I'm even lucky, or I don't know how to put it, to be alive today. Because it got me to a point of being suicidal. And I remember that was on 29th of December 2015. That morning I did my usual cocktail because I'd wake up very early in the morning, as early as 6, go do my changa, bought a glass or two, kutoa lock. Then
Yeah. Did it work? Yo kutoa lock inafanya kazi.
you know, yesterday you postponed some of your problems. When you wake up in the morning, they are still there.
They're
so you
still
need to
there.
postpone
Kwanza
them
they're
again.
times 20.
Then you need to postpone them. So somehow it
Works.
somehow.
Okay.
So I did my changa. Then later on, I did my bangi. Because after bangi, I had to maintain myself with the kuber and the cigarette. And you know, I wanted to relax and watch a movie.
Why?
But that day, something happened that I had experienced the same some few years back. It did not take the effect that I expected. I started feeling I'm not worthy to be alive. Like, you know, the problems were there and they came to me so hard that at some point I went psycho. And I can't remember the correct name. I started seeing people. We're having a conversation with people that don't exist. People that don't exist.
Okay.
I had about 4 friends of mine there that are not there.
No, chapia tu story.
Yeah, so we had a conversation,
Yeah.
and they convinced me that you know, you're not supposed to be here. You are alone. You're not worthy. You know. So they gave me an idea, and I went with it. I went to the shop, bought a rope, came back to the house, closed the doors, and I decided to hang myself. So after I did that, it's just by the grace of God that neighbors noticed the turn of events, and they came to my rescue. I'd say I was gone because I became unconscious for about 2 hours. When I came back, I was a total mess. I was, I'd say I was mad generally.
Yeah.
I was totally mad. I didn't know. From there, I didn't know what happened. On 29th, 30th, 31st, I came to wake up on 1st of 2016.
When you came to, where were you?
when I came back to my
Yes,
senses,
where
I
were
was in
you?
a strong room at
Okay.
MTRH.
Okay.
Yes, I was in like a small cubicle of about 4 feet by 8 feet. Yeah, because I was told I was so violent, and so after being removed from the cubicle, I went to a mental ward where I spent 11 days. And I got support from some of my friends and family. They came through, like, I was longing to have conversation with people, conversation without having to discuss my bit of being addicted
Just
to
normal conversations.
just normal
Hi,
conversation.
how was your day?
How are you doing?
Yeah, what would you like to eat? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is one thing that I was so much yearning for.
Does it help? Because most of the time when you come across a family member who has an addiction, you're like, "Hey, wishe, akipole," is like he's saying he didn't want to hear any of that. Does it help to be just positive and ignore all of that and just talk about everything else? It does.
Because the problem with the addicts, you don't remind them
Of the problem.
the
they're facing.
problem.
Ah, okay.
You try to make it as normal as possible
Okay.
for them to relax and open up.
Ah, okay.
Because eventually they'll open up.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Don't push it.
Don't
They'll
push
just
it.
open up in their own time.
Don't push it.
Hatib, I brought you on board. Manake umetoka pwani. We have the biggest, the largest problem there when it comes to drug addiction. Just paint a picture for us. How bad is the situation? Watu wanatumia nini? Ni watu wa umri upi? Ni vijana? Ni wazee? Just paint a picture. Tueleze.
Asante dadangu Agi, but back in Coast situation ni siwezi kusema ni mzuri sana na ni mbaya sana. But umri tunaweza warank kwa sababu siku hizi hata kijana wa miaka 12 ni mwathiriwa madawa ya kulevya.
Naam.
Na inaenda paka kwa sababu tunaambiwa ni janga la vijana peke yake, lakini kwa sasa tunaweza ona mpaka wazee pia wameingililia. Na tatizo kubwa kule kwetu tunaweza kusema ni heroin, cocaine, zile ambazo tunasema ndio zenyewe ama yani ndio dawa za uhakika. So huko kwetu si level kubwa wanaotumia pengine kama kina kuberi na vitu kama hivyo, lakini wingi wao utawasikia mtu wenyewe anasema anasinzia. So kusinzia obviously huyo amesinzishwa na either ni cocaine ama ni heroin. Na changamoto anazopitia ni nyingi, na pia jamii kutowakubali tena hata watu wakitoka kubadilika. Jamii kutowakubali wa ina take time. Na athari ni nyingi. Watu wamekufa, familia zimevunjika, watoto wame drops from the schools. I know some of my friends ambao nilikuwa nao high school ama primary school na sasa nikiwaona hata mimi
pale tu kwenye bench.
Yeah.
Kila ukipita, yani the same place. I find Coastarian people very interesting. Pale walikuwa tu wameketi, wanaketi kwenye bench, unawapata pale pale. Wamesonga, wako pale pale.
Na but tunashukuru serikali wameweka wenyewe kule kwetu wanaita kopo. Kopo it's a form of it's a method ambao wanapewa, it's a free of charge to the hospitals. At least inapunguza ile hamu ya mtu kuwa mvutaji. Inapunguza ile hamu. Lakini sasa changamoto zinakuja method inapotolewa na pale ambapo wanaishi it's far. Sawa, so itabidi pengine atembee ama kuombe ili apate fare kumfikisha. Sasa na ukiangalia watu kama sisi wengine pengine unabidi umuonee huruma. Unampa. Na inafika mahali pia inabidi kama alivyosema mama kuwa ni lazima sasa ingie mfukoni kuhakikisha amepata ile fare ya kumfikisha yeye kwenda kupata ile kopo. Na ukiangalia ni vijana wadogo ambao laiti kama tungekuwa tu wenyewe Waswahili wanasema tungemkunja huyo samaki angali ni mbichi, basi naona wingi wao tusingewapoteza. Wingi wao tusingewapoteza.
Rosa, you can hear how the situation is in the coast region, but you are also talking about other forms of drugs that are being used for recreational purposes, yet they are as dangerous. For example, like the Mira. Tell us about the report that came released on it.
In fact, it's interesting because Mira is a political cash crop, unfortunately. And when it is done by the people who are favoring those farmers, they don't bring the proper report. They say the amount they have found cannot cause addiction. But KEMRI is a medical body. And it has to do things properly. So they said no, miraa is addictive. That is why Europe stopped importing miraa from Kenya. Yes, because it's actually addictive. It's a drug. And a very strong drug. Yes.
You have used miraa as well at some point. What were some of the effects that you had?
Partial amnesia. Sometimes you just forget yourself.
Umezubatu?
Umezubatu.
Uko tu zako.
Uko tu.
Staring into space.
My friend.
And having those friends. Story mbaya.
Yeah, story mbaya.
Like, this guy is mad.
Yeah, miraa, that's the channel that people feel when they're using it. Like you feel you are in another space. You're somewhere. But you're not, literally you're not there. You're not in this world. In somewhere in space.
Do you even know where you go? You can't even recall.
You can't.
Uko tu.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it comes with that partial amnesia. You tend to forget. And you might do something now, then in some few minutes time when you're asked what you're doing, you can't even remember.
I have no idea. Hatib, have you ever used that?
No. Kisha huko.
Ni vile kwa TV
Hapana. I remember pengine kama ni kujaribu, wacha tuko tu wazi. When I was in high school, nilipata sijui nilipewa pressure. Nilitamani kujaribu kula kuberi. Because nilisoma on a boarding school, then the 4th year nikatolewa nikapelekwa on a day school. So wale nilokuwa nikikaa nao
chafua tu pale mama ngina.
So naambia it's a double chem, you just try to eat this, itakuwa. But
what was your experience?
No, niliona ndio kuchanganyikiwa zaidi because hiyo siku I remember sikuwa na feel poa, yani nilijiona kama alivyosema you're in the another planet, na unajenga, wenyewe wanasema unajenga ukibomoa, vitu kama hivyo. But effect nyingine ya miraa mimi nasema kubwa zaidi, familia zinavunjika. Because mwanamume akitumia miraa hafikiri familia. Wenyewe wanasema ni form of hii ya kupanga uzazi. Because hafikiri kwenu family planning.
Excuse me. Hafikiri familia. Because mtu anakuwa mraibu na inafika mahali anaanza uraibu wake kuanzia pengine mchana. Anarudi nyumbani saa 8, saa 7 za usiku. Hana wakati wa familia, hana wakati wa mke wake. Rose, you were telling me a very interesting also side effect of miraa as well when it comes to the men that people don't really know about, that it can get that serious.
Yeah.
Tell us more about it.
Excuse me. Now, you know miraa takes people very slowly, unfortunately. To you, you're just chewing, talking, and because they never sleep also, they eat throughout. That lack of sleep also causes some mental problems. Then as you continue eating, as he's saying, it is like family planning because the urge goes. When we are doing assessment, we ask men, how is your sex life? Some will lie. Ni sawa.
Never been better.
Yeah. But you know it's not working. Unfortunately now, as it progresses, they start having what we call spermatoria. I don't know what it says in Swahili, but spermatoria is when the sperms just come out without any stimulation. It's not supposed to happen in a normal human being.
Yes, true.
And then because it is just dripping, the man is wet. So they are now wearing even diapers. They wear pads. A lot of cotton wool, you can imagine.
An unnecessary and comfortable
condition.
Uncomfortable,
it's dirty. This guy is still chewing. And you can see.
Unhygienic, yes.
If you are a married man now, there is no marriage there. If you are a father of somebody, you don't know what to do, where to sit, you know. It's a new.
Because it could be messy.
Yes.
Then also I like the part of, I'm laughing, they're untucking shirts.
Then
anyone here is untucking their shirts.
Then because of that wetness now, they have to untuck. To hide. It's a way of hiding. And sometimes they sit and fold the shirt. When they are going, because they
They're
are, it is
always
going to
in
get
dark
wet.
clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate though, but they don't know it's a drug.
Yeah, people don't know that you can actually have that from Mira. Is there any other drug that can give you the same side effect?
No. Mira is Mira.
Yet it's the one that we take.
Which
the
I think is the easiest.
Yeah, it's the easiest.
And
This
now
is not.
Mogoka has added more injury because it is eaten leaves. So the absorption rate is faster.
It's higher.
Because you're just chewing leaves.
Yeah.
Mira, by the time you peel, in a take time. By the time you chew, it's very hard. By the time you chew, swallow, some
So even the
juice,
Mogoka
it takes
is
time.
even
Mogoka is
worse.
worse because just leaves. Yeah.
Easily available.
Yeah.
Easily available,
They're available.
affordable as well.
It's affordable. It's cheaper.
Wow.
Anyone to get,
Yeah.
even the young.
Even you can.
Yeah, because I see they're in open places. Watu zianika tu.
Yeah.
Zianika.
Ziko kila mahali.
Even the young,
Mboga.
like now the young people as is grown, you don't buy. When you are walking,
Yeah.
you just go to the kachamba, unatoa. Unaenda. Yeah. They just speak as they walk.
Not knowing it
In the
has
farms.
very dire effects.
Because the grown-ups are doing that. You know, actually most of the boys who get into drugs or smoking is because of their parents. Because children learn from what they see the grown-ups do. To him, it's just chewing, pretending to be a grown-up. I'm playing maybe daddy's jaw in
Tutanifanya kama daddy.
yeah. But then because they are very young, now their brains are growing, they get addicted faster than the older people. Yes, it's very unfortunate.
Waweru, when you got to rehab, how was the journey for you? Was it difficult to adjust? Just take us through
It
that.
was so difficult.
Yeah.
Because you know you're changing from one lifestyle to the other.
Yeah.
And like for me, I'd say I was hit the hardest because the drugs I was using, I couldn't access them. And as I said, you know, I was a bit of a mental case, so yeah. Sleeping was a problem for me because at night I'd feel like I have like caterpillars walking all over my body.
Wow.
Eating was actually the biggest problem because I had some sort of problem with my stomach that I didn't know. Relating
You
to
tampered with the lining? Was it like affected by the drugs?
yeah,
or what?
you know, something funny. At my place, I was at some point I was being used by the Mama Changa as their litmus because I was that guy who would know the best changa in the market.
What? Kind of just tuambia ile base ndio legit. Yeah.
And you know, changa
Yeah.
is unlike other alcohol.
Yes.
It's almost 90% alcohol. So you can imagine the damage that it does
To
your
the
body,
stomach lining, yeah.
Yes.
And then I think demystify this for me. When you're high on all of these cocktails, do you have a higher appetite? Do you eat more or do you eat less?
No.
You didn't have an appetite at all.
Actually, you just forget yourself.
So you're on an empty stomach,
An empty
you're
stomach,
pumping all
but-
of this, so
Exactly.
definitely your stomach is messed up.
Yeah, because you can imagine with 1,000 boba,
Yeah. Why?
you can only eat 50 shillings.
Yes,
And
the rest
190,
is,
you go to
is
drugs.
for alcohol. Yeah,
It's
true.
drugs.
Wow.
So
Okay.
for me, I think that, and again, I was really battling with esteem issues because my esteem was way low, negative. So relating with even the guys that we were there with, others are from well-being families. It was a
So still even in there in rehab, because like I said, addiction has no face. It gets even to the suited guy you're seeing in the office, probably even your boss, and you have no idea he's going through his own struggles. And even those, we tend to think the chokoras are the ones with this addiction. No, wale unawapata pale nje unaenda ile glue yao ile. Yeah? So like you're saying, so even in the rehab, there are those from the
like I can remember when I was in the
well-placed
rehab,
families.
we even had doctors
In rehab.
in rehab.
Wow.
We had accountants who have been told, you know, your addiction is a problem, your drug use is a problem, you just have to go to a rehab or you get sacked. So
Yeah, so
no
inabidi
option.
tu,
So you can imagine you're there, mimi I'm just a underdog, mtu wa changa huko
The
chini
king of
kabisa.
changas of kutest changa mtaani.
Others wanakuja nakwambia the kind of salaries they are earning, me I'm not
It's
earning
actually,
any
you know, it's actually a career. You have wine
Yeah.
testers,
Yeah.
who ni changa tester. Yeah.
So you can imagine others
Yeah.
when you're there you're having your stories and mtu anakwambia the kind of salary you're earning and you ulikuwa unatafuta the 200 shillings just to have a drink.
Unashangaa.
Unashanga. Actually I had to battle a lot with this team.
In the state.
Yes.
So it was a really rough landing for you.
Yeah, it was. And again, I had not accepted I had a problem.
You're still in
I
denial.
was still in denial.
Is acceptance the first step?
In fact, there are 5 steps to a rehab if you are not taken the way he was taken.
Okay.
When you are violent, of course, there is no alternative. And the first stop is Madare. Because you don't know what is happening.
Yeah.
And if you come to a rehab violent, I cannot admit you.
Yes.
We refer you to Madare
Yeah.
to get stabilized.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before now they assess and
Yeah,
now
yeah,
decide,
yeah.
okay, who is your Madare,
Yeah.
who your rehab.
Yeah.
And then when they are stabilized, on admission, as a psychiatrist,
Yes.
he also
Has to do an
assesses
assessment.
them to separate the mental illness and substance use disorder.
Yes. True.
Yes.
So when they come to your rehab, for example,
Yes.
what are the steps you take them through?
First of all, when they come, we test.
Yes.
We test urine.
To get to know what exactly
We have
they're
some,
addicted
because they
to.
tell you, ni pombe tu.
Ama,
Ama ni miraa tu.
Kumbe amechanganya.
So when you test, that thing has everything.
Yes.
Sweet cocaine, because you don't want to confront him, because we are trained how to
Yeah.
handle them.
Yes.
Addiction counselors, you write what he tells you.
Yes.
But on your notes,
You write what you
Everything
found out
else.
from the tests. Yes.
then after the doctor will come and now give him detox with all whatever you have tested. Because you must give them treatment. Because the withdrawal is very bad. And they die of withdrawals a lot. And that happened when they closed the rehabs in Murang'a one time. Even the Kiambu ilifungwa juzi, ili akaa sober. And when the president stopped alcohol in 2013, people died.
Wow.
Because they were not taken to hospital for intervention. Because to replace alcohol, you must give somebody treatment.
Yeah.
So when they come and we test, you don't confront, but you write, the doctor writes the medicine and you give them. Then you keep interviewing them. You said you only took this. Can you remember? Now they start saying, oh yes. And our forms are such that you say, when did you start taking? We have all the drugs.
Yes.
When you start taking, how long have you taken this? At what age?
So that you get to know the exact cause of
Yes,
treatment.
yes.
Yes.
After that now, after 2 weeks
Excuse me.
of detox, then you start counseling. Because they cannot talk to you. They have no, we say they don't have insight.
And they're also not comfortable yet with
Yes,
you too.
they have no insight. They are roaring with resistance. They still think they are okay. They should not be in the rehabs. So you do what we call motivational interviewing. Now, interview and motivation. You tell him, you know now, even coming here is a plus. Then that
There's
one,
a step in the year.
and they feel nice. Yeah?
Yeah.
So you continue. By the time the guy is there after 1 month, he is looking forward for lectures, for psychotherapies, you know.
Ready for
Yeah.
for
They-
the
and,
change.
and they come with books, by the way, they do notes.
Okay.
They write notes. Yeah.
So like in a rehab, sorry, Atib, I'll let you ask the question. So in a rehab, when they get in and then you assess them,
Yes.
so it's like a program.
It's a
So there are
program.
classes, there are activities,
Yes.
there are things like those.
They have, very
To
nice
keep them very
they have a
busy.
very nice program.
Yes.
From the time they wake up, after breakfast,
Excuse me.
we have devotion. Like now, my rehab have Christians and Muslims. Muslims have no problem with the devotion. They just sit there. But 2 days in a week, they also do the Quran.
Yeah.
So they don't mind. And then after that, now you go to a class and you sit. You have a topic. After discussing the topic, you ask them one by one what they think. You involve them. And they do notes, by the way.
Okay.
After that, they have 10 o'clock tea. Another masomo. After
it's a
lunch,
full course.
after lunch,
Yeah.
one-on-one. Because some may not talk when they are many. They come to you, you discuss, and whatever you do is confidential with the person. Whatever he shares with the others is what.
That's
Yes.
him sharing.
You don't tell the class tomorrow, like when
Hatiba
Waweru
alisema.
came, hapana.
Yeah.
Whatever he has shared with the friends is what we can.
You can
Whatever
share.
he tells me in
confidence.
yeah, we don't.
Hatibu ulikuwa unauliza swali? Ama ulikuwa na
Swali langu lilikuwa ni hilo la kuwa kuna program maalum.
No program lazima. A proper program. Then at 1, we allow them to see news in the TV. After 4, no, after lunch, after they rest for 2 hours, they have gym. We have weights. We have that. And then we have games.
So exercising is also a part
It
of
is
the
a part
recovery
of
system.
rehab.
Waweru, wanasema dawa ya moto ni moto, ni ukweli. Ukiingia pale wanakupatia kama if you're addicted to miraa or chang'aa wanakuonjesha kidogo ndio akupe dawa. Is it true? Because that's what I've heard people say happens in rehabs.
Actually, that's a discussion we were having with her.
Wanasema you can't just go in there wanakutest, wanakupatia dawa so wanakurushia chang'aa kidogo.
That's
It's a lie.
It's a lie.
It's a
I don't know
lie.
if it's happening out there. I don't want to negate anything. But for me, what I know, it's a lie.
It's a lie.
Because you cannot treat addiction. Someone is struggling with, let's say, changa. Then
Oh, namuonjesha
you are like
kidogo.
giving a changa at in small portions.
Yeah.
Reducing. It doesn't work that way.
Okay. Manake pale nje umesikia?
Mimi pia najua naweza kusema najua hivyo kwa sababu
pia mimi najua
pengine
hivyo.
anasema akitumia cocaine akiacha ile ghafla pengine atakuwa mgonjwa, ataathirika.
Kwa hiyo unampa lakini unapunguza.
So unampa lakini unampunguzia.
Because with any addiction, immediately you stop using. There are consequences. What we call them, what's the name? Withdrawals. Yeah. Like for me, the withdrawals will be I feel like things are crawling on my body.
Yes.
I'll not sleep. I become
Are
anxious.
you having sweats?
You know, there are so many things that will happen thereafter. But you have to deal with them. Because this is a condition you have to deal with to come out of. So we don't have, you should not like maintain. You want to make you feel better.
Tumeambiwa leo kweli. So Rose, so when they're having their withdrawal symptoms,
Yes.
how do you deal with it?
We do with it medically.
So you give more
give
medication.
treatment, yeah.
Probably if in a day,
Yeah.
in the course of the program of
Yes,
the day,
yeah.
there are times they take
In
their
the
medication.
evening. Most of the drugs we do are in the evening.
evening.
But when they come in the acute state,
Yeah.
we give a drip.
Okay.
Yes.
Intravenous so that it goes in very fast.
Yeah. And not drip ya hiyo madawa. We just give, we call it 50%.
Just to clarify.
50% dextrose. The one you see people getting in hospitals are 5%. So you give 50.
50 times 10.
Yeah, 50, that sugar.
But dextrose has a lot of effects. So
No, it's good. Like even somebody comes here drunk and is not vomiting, you give them a lot of sugar things.
there's
getting-
the solution. I know the water solution.
Yeah,
with
the sugar, it's the same. So in a hospital, you cannot give water here. We give the drip. But after that, they get at least better. But you can see somebody coming here, struggling, talking funny things. When after that drip, they start saying, how did I come here? I am so muddy. What happened? You know.
Alikuwa kwa mtaro.
Yeah. After that now, the treatment is the proper medical drugs.
Okay.
The proper medical drugs, which are given, maybe the doctor says give for 2 weeks, but then the first 3 days the dose is so much. Then
then you go reducing.
Actually, that's the only drug that comes
So that's the one we are reducing. Yes. So I think that is what people have a misconception about.
Yes.
They say it's the drug you're addicted
suppose
to.
you come to my rehab, you see miraa, you see heroin, I'll be arrested by the anti-narcotics. You can't keep such. You only keep medical drugs.
That help them recover.
And then the food is also specific.
Going there.
There is a
Balanced diet. Hapo sasa.
There is a lot of legumes. Because legumes are very rich in vitamins, especially vitamin B. And the uji is a must, yeah, we be at 4 o'clock.
which reminds me, you're also a nurse.
I'm a nurse.
A nurse. So when the recovery process is not just medication,
No,
it's
even
also peer
food.
diet.
Yeah.
That's why you find people kwa rehab. Ziko wapi picha zako za
They
before
get-
and after?
they get-
Umeisha huku, umeisha alafu
Because when they
unatoka
come, we weigh them on admission.
watu wako 20
If you weigh
kg
that guy after
wakitoka
3 weeks, naanza kuendelea. Them they are going wako na
katambi.
because also they tell me, one cadet told me, I have now accepted I'm getting better because I'm feeling hungry.
Oh, okay. The way he was saying,
They don't
you
feel
don't
hungry.
feel hungry.
No. They don't
Unaona
feel
hata ni
hungry.
waste.
They don't feel hungry. No. He says, if now I'm feeling hungry, I think I'm getting better because I was not eating. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Engage. We're talking about the addiction conversation. If you have a question for Rose Ngatiari, a counseling psychologist, she'll be more than happy to answer them. If you're just there at home and thinking you're suffering and you don't know where to start, Sami is also here. He's been there. How best can you get help other than from a person who's walked the journey and has fit that shoe and knows how to help you? Hatib, thank you very much for giving us your view, or rather your take on what is happening in the coastal region. It's quite unfortunate, but I'm sure help is already on the way.
Yeah.
So watu wanapewa kopo.
Ndio hapo.
So let's take a short break. When we come back, we will be continuing with the addiction conversation. Remember, you can still call us live via the number that's at the bottom right of your screen. Let's take a short break. TikToker, you're fired. Umemaliza, asante.